Oh, baby, how can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's Ceci and Adam.
Welcome to the Momlennials podcast.
You're still trying to sell that so hard. This is like when it became socials, and you're like, it's not social media anymore. It's socials.
Social.
Yeah.
Social, singular.
Mm-hmm.
I am the mom of the Momlennial podcast. You are the millennial.
Yes, present.
And then my daughter, Ellie, is Gen Z.
Hello.
I tried to change the name of the Momlennial podcast and add a Z on the end, and you guys didn't go for it. So I just keep calling it that. It's kind of like my daughter Piper. I loved that name.
Yeah.
And my husband was on the fence. He loves it now, of course. But I just kept calling the baby in my belly Piper, and she just became Piper. A little hot tip for you.
If you immerse it, it'll happen.
Yes.
We'll see.
Well, should we start out by talking about Barbies?
Oh, man. You know what? I forgot. I only have 3 minutes to record today. So, Barbies.
All right, here's what happened. This was I think in my 40 plus years on this earth, this was the wildest thing that ever happened to me.
Okay.
I'm at work, in air quotes,
Quote unquote.
and I was doing, quote, research for my radio show, air quotes. So I was on TikTok.
Yes.
And I see this TikTok come up on my feed, and it's a lady who had set up her Barbies, and she said, it's my 70s Barbie explaining to my 2020 Barbies that they used to not drink water in the 70s, and it was our audio clip.
Yeah.
I sent it to you guys. I want
Wild. That was crazy.
on our Instagram, and I'm like, what? And it was so funny because they use a Ken doll for your voice.
They pan over, and there's my Ken doll with the arm up, just like, oh, they used to have water and gas shortages, and
then when I was talking, the Barbie would raise her arm like super stiff. My daughter Piper just this morning, she goes, next time you say anything, raise your arm and do the Barbie wave.
Give
But
you a sway.
so then I was like, oh, they didn't tag us. So I'm talking to my other daughter, Mallory, and she's kind of a TikTok influencer.
She's savvy.
Kind of thing.
Social savvy.
Yeah, and then she's like, well, what did you do? And I said, I went over there and I said, credit at the Momlennial podcast. And she's, Mom, you're lame. Don't do that.
Well, then I was like, you can see her audio at the bottom. Like, you can see whose audio it is. So if people are looking real close, they know that it's not the original video.
I love it.
Cares.
I love it. It's the new motto, passive aggressive Barbie.
Apparently, I'm also, I was told, not supposed to address my haters and replying to comments. Is this true, Gen Z?
Yeah. I think it's a Gen X thing to kind of be like, you can't say that about me.
Oh, okay.
It is kind of like the I'm at the 30 and over pool at 27 years old. Yeah, at the villages.
I'm not sure if people like me on these. I'm an acquired taste. We'll put it that way. When the clips get extracted, I don't seem all that great.
People love their hot air balloons. What can you say?
Yes.
People see it go across the sky and they think that's beautiful. And last week you were like, that's
Should
not
I
beautiful.
change? Should I take a poll? Should I change my personality?
As if you would anyways. The thing that we all love about you is you are the way you are and you are confident in it.
That's
We love you for it.
Absolutely correct.
Listen, this is what happens when you're an Enneagram 8. Right? you're just a truth teller. You say it like it is. Love it or leave it. Lots of TikTokers leaving it.
I got in trouble on a Mother's Day Sunday morning in front of church. Was it me? Actually, I don't think it was me. I think it was one of my siblings. Yeah. Who all the kids would go up on Mother's Day and say things that they love about their moms and things that they appreciate about their moms.
Aw.
And Mallory goes,
wasn't
my
awful.
mom is a truth teller. Which she literally just said she was. So that was not a lie. But that was not taken as a compliment.
That's a northern equivalent of bless your heart.
No lies detected.
That's right. But it's nice. We never have to ask how you're feeling. You know.
True.
We know.
That's true.
And everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
So, you know,
Okay.
no guessing.
I was maybe going to think maybe I could I could soften it up a little bit for 2024.
Go for it.
Yeah, just blame it on winter. It's dark. It's cold.
It's so dark and cold.
Maybe where you are listening, it's amazing. And let us go there.
Yeah.
That would be
Invite
great.
us to your town.
Can I mention something about winter real quick? I need the generation's help with this, especially Gen Z. Is it me, or does anyone under the age of 23 not own a winter coat? What is happening? What is happening? I walk around and everybody young should be frozen to the pavement because they wear just a hoodie or a flannel. That's it.
I tried to get my 12-year-old son
Oh, here we go.
to get his coat just last week. Deadpan. Riz, that's what we call him on the pod.
That's right.
He says to me, bruh, because he also calls me bruh. Bruh.
Well, you call him Riz, so I guess this makes sense.
Bruh, I'm warm-blooded. It was 14 degrees.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right?
Bruh.
Right, bruh.
I'm warm-blooded.
Bruh,
But then you guys check out what happened.
Did you freeze?
We went over to a friend's house for dinner, and then he and the friend's kid, they went out to play in the neighborhood. He didn't have a coat. He didn't have a coat.
What?
They live in a really big, confusing neighborhood. Like, I have to GPS myself to this person's house every week because it's just kind of hard to find their house. Because you have to go around a roundabout, and then I can't remember if you have to turn right or left. I get very.
It's stuck like in the roundabout.
It's like the spinny game when they spin you around, and you're like, where am I? So he gets lost without a coat.
No.
Could have froze to death.
He could have. Well, he's warm-blooded.
Yeah, but he's warm.
Bruh.
So I've learned my lesson. Do not trust the 12-year-olds.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, they are allergic to coats. They're embarrassed to wear coats.
Is that what it is? Because even
Something.
as a youth minister of high school, middle school students, I'm like, you're going to die. Why is this happening?
My kid almost died in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh almost. Frozen.
You know what? Next time we go over to those people's house, I'm getting a buffalo coat for my kid. You can reference last week's podcast for that.
Okay, that's good to know. Is it, Ellie, is your generation, y'all wearing coats, or are you just doing the hoodie life?
I think it's just a classic middle school, high school thing. I don't think it's really a generational thing. I, too, in middle school, would just go to school in my Under Armour sweatshirt and Adidas sweatpants in the winter. And all the guys would have a competition to see who would wear pants to school first instead of shorts.
It was the one whose mothers were like, get out your pants.
That's right. Either jeans and shine. Wow.
Yeah.
That's something else. So there's
So
really
I think it's just
thing.
a phase thing. I don't know if it's as much of a generation thing.
I'm sure it's a phase thing.
I feel like
There's
it's-
a lot of phases. I'm curious about the time frame of my 12-year-old growing out of.
Like on his first job interview and going, bruh, here's my
Give
reference.
me this job.
I'm warm-blooded. I'm going to kill this.
warm-blooded.
You don't want a cold-blooded
Well,
employee.
speaking of jobs, though, I did see someone on TikTok this week talk about they're like on the millennial Gen Z cusp, basically. And they said the
97ers.
reason why, yeah, exactly. She was like, the reason why I can talk a little bit of crap to Gen Z is because I started working in corporate BC for COVID. So people are
BC.
saying there's a difference in
sacrilegious.
like Gen Z and millennials who worked before COVID versus after COVID.
Do you guys want to hear about something really interesting going on in my Gen X life?
Tell us. You wearing a jacket?
This is a big update. Oh, I can't sit like this either. If you're a YouTube watcher, I was called out for sitting with my arms crossed. Even though we record in a cold basement, I appeared as a very defensive.
That was a comment she replied to, and
Oh,
You
I
mean
did.
truth
I was like,
teller.
I wasn't defensive. I was just cold. They're like, yeah, right. Okay. Okay, I'm just not even gonna look.
Should have worn a
anymore.
jacket.
I'm going back after years and years and years. I am going back into the office.
Oh, look at you. Whoa.
Why are you looking at me like that?
why are you going back into the office?
It's warmer.
I'm ready. I am ready.
Oh, it's time.
I'm ready to see people again.
Oh.
Have I forgotten what corporate's like? Maybe.
You just want the free snacks.
I'm ready to have a different routine. Now, truthfully, what it is my job is so weird right now because I work in the morning in my home studio.
Right.
Then I have a bunch of hours in the middle of the day. Then I have to go back in the office at 3:00 every day. So what I'm doing is I'm front loading longer hours on Mondays and Wednesdays, but then I'm freeing up those afternoons.
Interesting.
Does that make sense? So I'm
Smart.
I'm moving some hours around.
So you're massaging the schedule, it sounds like.
A little,
Just
but I
working it
almost
out.
think I'm going to be working more hours, but I'm almost okay with that.
Could be fun.
I'm actually starting a podcast for my radio station.
Oh, look at you.
And so I'm going to be, and then they're starting this new corporate, they want all of my coworkers to get on board with the same mission and vision or something. So I was like, I should come in for that.
I guess I'll show up.
even though after 25 years,
Eh.
I've been around for enough mission and vision. It's a wave.
That's right. That's right.
Wave.
You just ride it, and then like 2 weeks later, it's like done.
You got your own surfer bra life.
Yeah.
Ride the waves.
I don't know. How do you guys think I'm gonna fare in corporate after all these years?
I think you're over it in 2 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna give her a month.
I think. Oh, I'm being very generous. Or you could.
I could use some support.
I mean, 2 years.
I could use some support.
Did I say
from
2 months?
You work in corporate. You work in corporate.
I do. Church life.
Here's my thing. I think you're gonna buy a bunch of new outfits because you're gonna be in the office every day. You're gonna wear them every day for about a month, and then you're gonna miss your Lululemon scuba sweatpants, and it's gonna be over.
Which you're wearing right now. You can go to the Momlennial YouTube page to see this. Check it out. Subscribe.
You're right. Although I have been known to wear my Lulu scubas as work pants. My tip is I dress it up with a pretty sweater.
Wait. What are Lululemon scubas?
They're
Is this like waterproof?
sweatpants made by the Lululemon company. So they're the most comfortable thing in the history of the world.
Ooh. Are they supposed to be like scuba pants comfortable or just? Or am I thinking too much into this?
It's just a line they have. It's just like one of their.
Okay.
It's not like
collection,
scuba
if
type
you
Are
will.
you, are you like gonna start like looking for gold at the bottom of the lake after corporate? Or like what's happening here? Scubas.
I wish I could find gold, and then I wouldn't have to
You wouldn't have
either
to
work
go.
at home or work in the office.
You'd be like, sorry, I got a scuba today.
I don't know. So maybe I'm having the big conversation with the boss man tomorrow. Maybe I should walk it back.
You guys got a pond behind the building.
I'm over the scuba thing. Maybe I should just be like, never mind.
Yes. Whatever. Okay, truth be told, though, they have some killer sandwiches and donuts on certain days that come into the office.
True.
When I used to work there,
Good food.
miss that.
Mhm.
Miss that indeed.
Come on, it's gonna go great.
You'll do awesome. You're gonna do amazing. So you will jump in there with radiance and joy and blow the roof off that place.
Yeah, you have met me, so you know that's not gonna be true.
You're gonna be honest
about how I feel about the situation.
What are you gonna do about your transition nap?
Oh,
I
that's
should
big.
be home for the transition nap.
Okay, so if you're working pre-transition nap, then you're good.
I'm thinking about a lot of things now. Every day I take a 20-minute transition nap.
Yeah.
And it's my own personal body clock of transitioning from my morning work to my afternoon work.
It's a reset.
It's a reset.
Okay.
20 minutes.
Exactly.
I do love my transition nap. What I'm kind of nervous about, to be honest with you, is when I'm in the office, it only takes me 35 minutes of actual work. And then the rest of the time so I'm kind of like, I probably am going to be required to actually work.
Probably.
And that might stink.
Probably. Most people, I don't think, have the whole 35-minute workday thing.
They don't.
If I were you, I would cling as hard as possible.
But that's a millennial mindset,
Absolutely.
not Gen X.
We need time to scuba. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
That's good. It's going to be great. You know what? You'll probably love it. You'll be like around people again. 'Cause otherwise, your studio here is in the basement, which is great. It's an awesome studio, but you're by yourself. Until we come in here.
Yeah.
For 20
But
minutes.
I might work better by myself. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give you an update next week on how that's going.
You should do every other. One day at home, one day at the office, one day at home. That way it moves constantly. So
Yeah.
no matter what truth mood you're in, you could say, oh, this is great. It's switching things up, and now I feel great.
Okay. We'll see.
I feel like I'm giving you advice with absolutely no experience on this. Zippola.
You who move careers every couple of years. I've been in the same one for 25, and you move along.
No, I like to be in the same roundabout for long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
merge.
That's my accent.
My blinker's on. Which way am I going to go? Watch out. It's a good time. It's great. You would love it.
What do you think, Ellie? Do you think you're going to be a corporate girly forever?
I don't know. My CEO has been scheduling meetings at 8:30 in the morning, and I'm like, bruh, why? Like,
bruh,
maybe that's your first.
This is your fault. This is why Gen Alpha says bruh in their job meetings.
Bruh.
But it's like a meeting first thing in the morning. Like, why? That's gross.
That is like when algebra class happened first thing in your schedule. You're just like, ugh.
Oh no, I love an early morning meeting.
Really?
I love it. Yes. Early morning is when I'm at my best, my best of all day. The early
That
morning.
is true.
You have the most zip, if you will.
Don't talk to me at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. CZ, not happening.
I am out of the office.
Well, you guys are you're kind of working for a startup situation, and so they have a lot of vision casting.
It's a little different. Yeah, for sure. We're doing a lot of goal setting, vision, kind of like the same thing, like structure of the company, the whole thing.
Oh, that could be
so
fun.
I really don't mind like the early morning. It's just like that it's like first thing, like be at the office, 8:30 go. Whereas I would much rather have it at 8:45.
Oh, Gen Z. Aren't we a little picky Pinunus?
Well, there's
Picky
the title of the
Pinunus?
show. Is that a Nick Jr. show?
This is Gen Excellent. It's not. I just made it up on the spot.
Here's the big question. This makes the meeting so worth it, especially if it's early. Are they bringing in
food.
breakfast?
No, they don't. Because everyone's
Boo.
doing 75 hard, so everyone's depressed
yeah.
and no one's eating dessert or
Everyone's
rice
depressed.
or bread.
I don't know what.
This is what I taught my daughter. This is how I told her to like win friends and influence people.
Yes.
Ellie is an amazing chef.
True. Yes.
Facts.
Bring in banana bread.
Mhm.
Bring in
Yep.
your chocolate peanut butter cookies.
Yes.
Bring in food, although you can't during 75
Which
hard.
I can't. There's nothing I can bring in now. Except they're making makeshift muffins out of bananas and peanut butter and chocolate chips.
That sounds good, actually.
And then I gotta, they're actually not bad. But then it's like, I don't want to have to go buy the gluten-free flour and the dairy-free chocolate chips and this and that. I'm like, just let's be done with this whole thing.
When is 75 hard done for your office?
Not till like the middle of March.
Oh.
That is hard.
Which stinks, because that's when you need the comfort food is winter. It's dark and there's nothing to do but eat.
You guys know how I go to the functional doctor, right? You know, I'm a big fan of this type of medicine.
Absolutely.
I had an hour-long meeting with him every 6 weeks. I just go to the doctor whether I need it or not.
It's your check-in.
I know. I mean, I pay for
it.
this. I pay for this privilege. I told him, I said, because I was like, I got to get my eating under control. I still have a wicked sweet tooth. They're going to put a continuous glucose monitor on me.
Oh, my.
And then there's an app and it watches what the sugar does to your blood sugar.
Oh, we're getting serious.
I know. And I was like, listen, I've got a very stressful 6 weeks coming up. He's like, yeah, just give yourself some grace. Let's just give yourself some grace for 6 weeks.
Have
like,
a piece of cake.
Get through it, and then we'll get on board with it. I don't think people should do 75 hard in the winter. I think this is a grace period, and we should all just, we should have a winter vibe about us.
A winter vibe. We should
I'd
be
agree.
chill as the Thames.
Yeah. So
I think
if it's
75
good
hard
enough
is for
for
people that live in LA and like
Yeah.
Miami during the winter.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Because it's always nice there.
Because one of the workouts has to be outside. We've got Slushville happening in Michigan.
I was going to say, yeah, if you're listening where it's warm, don't leave.
Don't leave.
Don't leave at all.
We're coming there.
We're coming with our cake and our sweet tooth. So get the forks ready. We are ready for this. I've still never heard the 75 hard until a couple episodes ago. So this is like this big health thing where you like don't
Yeah,
have any enjoyment in life and then you are healthy.
Yeah, you drink a gallon of water a day, 2 workouts, one.
We're not even.
I'm
we're,
out.
we're never talking about water.
Oh, yeah.
Ever again on this podcast. Did you hear about the lady who stole 75 Stanleys?
Wait.
She stole.
Tell us.
She
Tell us.
stole 75 Stanleys, and she gets pulled over by the cops, and they make her open her trunk, and it's chock full of Stanleys. I was like, she knows the value of drinking water.
All I could imagine is her taking a left turn. All you hear in the back is all these Stanleys just like rolling. All
brutal.
That's insane. I have Stanleys taken over the world.
Oh, they have. But there's a new one, Owala. right? Is that how you
jeez.
say
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, one of my friends has one. Yeah.
it? Koala.
Is it taller and thicker so it can't fit in any cup holder
So
ever?
They just keep creating a new water bottle. That's the it water bottle.
Yes.
They shoot them to a bunch of influencers, and then everybody. I'm sticking with my Stanley. I like it. It's all good. Can't remember.
See, thinking about corporate, throwing it off.
Water.
Oh boy.
Water.
One thing I will say though that Michigan does have right now, in addition to slush,
Water.
darkness, and cold, and water, and a large body of water,
Yes.
is an excellent football team.
Woo!
I was going to start singing "Hail to the Victors," but you're talking about the Lions.
And for those that are maybe just tuning in the first couple weeks from wherever around the world,
hi.
we have
I'm
a
so
team. Get Ceci and Hot Air Balloon for Christmas. The Detroit Lions. We have been in a drought for many,
Forever.
many years.
Our whole lives.
Yes, there were no cordless phones the last time the Lions were in a Super Bowl.
True.
There were no diets. I don't know, but anyway, so this is a big year for us. They
We're
might.
biting kneecaps left and right.
That's exactly what Detroit
Thank
is
you very
saying
much.
too.
And man, the NFL just hasn't seen this coming.
No, no one did. This is incredible.
No.
So
Apparently,
yes.
America is rooting for the Lions because everyone is saying
Oh.
that, like, pretty much all the Lions fans are coming out of the woodworks and being like, finally, like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
finally are winning something.
I have had it with the Kansas City Chiefs. I've had it.
So has everybody else.
It.
It's because the sun sets in their direction from us.
I'm just tired. Like they already won. Like throw us a bone.
As a Kansas City resident, Kansas City Chiefs fans are extremely annoying. And I would love to see them lose.
Same.
Wow. Woo.
Same.
Well, there you have it, people.
We do. I'm doing the Gen.
The heart
The Gen
that looks like a
X
liver.
Heart. I don't know how to do it the new way, except for our friend Troy West. He can be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. He's fine.
Yeah,
He's
you can live wherever you want.
You're
be a
not
Chiefs
annoying,
fan.
but
No.
everybody else.
That's
is.
true. Shout
I
out
think-
Troy. I'm glad you got to see the Chiefs win versus the Bills.
Yes.
What? And I did kind of love Jason Kelsey shirtless. With a
Same.
beer in his hand.
He was having a good time.
He was awesome.
I loved him.
But I'm tired of it. I'm just enough.
A little much.
Enough. It's all over my FYP page and enough. I've had it with you guys.
Now,
come on,
here's-
Lions.
Here's one thing that I heard while you guys were on the morning show, that you guys are not very big, how do you say, sports people?
No. we're very
It's
fair
generous.
weather. We've become Michigan sports people, but
Yes.
just because we're doing well.
Absolutely.
Fair weather fans.
Very fair.
So because of that, I compiled a couple questions about the NFL in general, just to
Uh-oh.
see kind of how much the
Uh-oh.
Momlennials know.
All right, let
I'll
me stretch.
I'll shut my laptop because I'm always tempted to cheat.
Here we go.
I would
Yeah.
consider these questions fairly basic, but
Okay.
also my fiance is obsessed with the NFL and I watch football 4 nights a week. So
Ooh, can he be my phone a friend?
Is he in class?
Yes.
Oh, darn it.
Can't bother him in dental class.
Fine.
Sorry about that.
All
Okay.
right, let's do it.
So we'll take a stab at these. How many teams are in the NFL?
26.
27.
32.
Oh man,
Well, you won that one
I
because
was-
you were one
I
closer.
was closer.
All right.
Thank you,
We're
Ellie.
There's
tied.
2 conferences
0-0.
of 16. So
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Two
that
conferences,
makes
16.
sense. Yeah.
okay. How many NFL teams are in the state of California?
2.
3. It's 3.
The Chargers, the Niners.
And the Rams, baby, because they moved from
Oh.
Vegas.
There you
Oh,
go.
but that's not fair.
It's totally fair. They took
When
high
did they
10 or whatever, and they went west.
When did they move from Vegas?
2-3 years ago,
See,
I think. Because
Okay.
that's where Matthew Stafford is now. He's quarterback for the Rams.
okay.
Look at all this knowledge pouring out. What's happening? Who
Wow.
am I? Where has Adam gone? Just call me John Madden.
Did they move from Vegas? I forget.
I thought they did. Or maybe it was St. Louis. I take that back.
Yeah,
might
it
have
was
been
St. Louis.
See,
Yeah.
You were doing so well.
I was. I just want warm weather.
so impressed.
Thanks.
For
And then-
5 minutes.
And then Vegas. That's the one with the casino arch, right?
Yeah.
Did I get that confused?
the casino.
Okay. Half point for that one.
How many states have more than one NFL team?
Well, there's 50 states.
Well, we know California has 3.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I bet New York.
Very good.
The Jets.
And the Patriots.
And the
No,
Patriots.
oh, yes, Patriots, yes.
Okay.
Because they are out of New York.
There's one more in New York. Can you name it?
The Patriots.
The Jets, the Patriots.
Philadelphia's not.
I will give you a
close.
hint.
Okay.
Troy West was
Bills,
watching this team play.
Bills.
Oh, the
There you go.
Bills. That's not fair. They're frozen.
That one goes in my direction.
Shout out Troy.
Shout out. That's your photo friend. Wait a minute. Well, I see how this is going.
Florida. I'm trying to think of.
Okay,
big
for
states.
three teams. Does that has? What about Texas? Come on, Texas is huge. Is it Texas?
Yeah,
Yes,
four.
I got it.
You've named 4 of them.
Who plays in
There's a couple
Texas?
more though.
There's the Astros. No, is that baseball?
Nope, that's baseball.
Maybe you should just give us the answer.
I don't. They got oil.
Astros.
I don't know what else. I don't know.
They have quote unquote America's team is in Texas.
Oh yeah.
That's the Patriots. That's New England.
Nope.
No, the Houston.
Oilers.
Nope.
That's not even NFL.
Rockets.
No.
Rockets.
It's
Houston
the
Arrows. Astros.
Houston
Astros.
Freedoms.
Astros.
Is it Astros? No,
No,
that's baseball.
Cowboys.
Oh, the
Cowboys.
Wait a minute. I guess Cowboys is American, isn't it? That's true.
Like their nickname is America's football team.
Is that really? Well,
Okay.
we all learned something new today.
and the Houston Texans is the other team in
I'm
Texas.
so peeved. I forgot the literal name of the state is their
Houston
team
Texans.
name.
Legitimately
Wow.
never heard of them in my life. Ever. I've not heard of the Houston Texans.
I don't. Who knows what's? Yeah. Okay. Well, good for
There's-
them.
There's 3 more states. So you've named 4. I will tell you there's 7 states that have
Where the crap are all
multiple
these teams
NFL
coming
teams.
from? Okay. So I should write this down. There's Texas, New York.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California.
What's another big state?
Colorado, Connecticut.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you 2 hints.
Does it rain a
We'll
lot?
start with the first one. No. I would say the first one.
Georgia.
No. They don't even.
I
I
don't
don't
Like
think
what?
they have an NFL team.
Georgia Peaches.
Illinois,
All right.
Indiana,
One state is really close to us, but we don't like them very much.
Oh, Illinois.
Iowa, Kansas.
No.
Oh, Ohio. Oh,
Louis-
duh. Cincinnati.
Oh.
The Bengals. Cleveland Browns.
Oh, good job.
There
The
you go.
Dayton Trions.
You got-
I don't know.
So you got 2 more states.
I don't know if that's even. There's no team
Iowa.
there.
Okay, give us 2 more clues.
Iowa.
Okay,
Jason
Louisiana.
Kelsey is one of your hints.
Oh, Kansas.
Kansas.
Kansas City, and then also.
No, that's Travis Ding Dongs.
Oh.
I said Jason Kelsey.
Oh, Philadelphia.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
You knew how this was gonna go.
They have the Eagles and the Steelers.
Okay, and then the last state.
We are so
Let's
fair.
wrap up this
So fair weathered fans.
horrible contest.
Canada.
Maryland.
Maryland.
Oh, that shouldn't count. They're like
Maryland is
4
the
square
size of
miles.
my pinky.
Not that
nail.
we don't love Maryland.
Maryland manners.
If you're
They have the
Maryland Tea
Baltimore
Thumpers.
Ravens.
Okay, Ravens.
Oh, yeah, they're doing really well.
Yeah, they're playing the Chiefs this week.
Oh man.
Go
Okay.
Ravens.
Go Ravens. You're really done with that Chief
Sick of
life. You're over it.
And then they also have the Commanders. So the Washington Commanders are in Maryland.
What?
Used to
Why
be the
are-
Redskins.
Why are the
Kirk Cousins used to play for them.
Why are the Washington? What is it? Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
In Maryland.
Washington,
Should they be in
D.C.
Washington?
Because they're close to the District of Columbia, and they probably
They're
can't have a
close?
team because District of Columbia is its own place.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. We should have done history trivia. Come on.
Next week it's trivia on
Yeah.
the Brady Bunch. My generation.
You'd have it killed. That would be amazing. Wow.
Okay. How'd we do?
Oh,
We'll see if you can name 2 out of 4 NFL teams that have never appeared in a Super Bowl.
Lions.
No, they 50s. They were in one.
appeared?
No,
Yeah.
it was not the Super Bowl then. So the Lions is one of them.
Ha.
Lame.
Ravens.
No.
Just because we just talked about
It has to be
Spoilers.
the LA Rams because they didn't exist then.
No, they were St. Louis Rams. So they've been to one.
You mean the Las Vegas Rams?
them.
That's the Raiders.
Oh, right.
Chargers?
Right.
No,
Ooh, that's your husband, the accountant's favorite team, isn't it?
It was until they moved to LA.
Oh,
And now he's bitter.
I don't know who's moving where.
Let's move to LA.
Let's
Everyone else is.
Yeah. They're moving from Vegas, St. Louis, San Diego, all in one town, All right, team that's never been in the Super Bowl.
Browns.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Wow. You're wearing brown. That was a hint. Is the Commanders the other one?
No.
Hint, Raven. Oh, I already said that.
Is it the Bears? The Bears.
No. It's the Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I don't know if you would have gotten those.
The Jags.
Yeah.
Who's the quarterback with the long hair again? Who's on that team?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. He always reminds me of the Power Rangers guy with the long hair back in the day.
I don't think we did very well.
Tell us what we didn't win.
Didn't you start watching football and paid attention to things people didn't just because so you could enjoy your life with your husband? I think that's sweet.
Aww.
Yeah. I mean, during the season, it's like you got Monday night football, Thursday night football, Saturday's all college, and then Sunday's NFL again.
Yep.
So it's just always on now.
Let me ask this. Back in the days of not drinking water in the 70s, were there this many NFL nights, or has it been added over the years? Because I feel like it's a lot, even since I was a kid. I feel like Thursday night's new.
I don't know.
It's another NFL trivia question. Whatever you do, don't panic. Don't panic, everybody. When in doubt, say they moved to LA. Call it good. If you want more of the Momlennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.